Okay, sorry about that for those who were just tuned in as I was starting. I tried to change the settings and I ended up just stopping the video. So, here we go. This is a check-in activation and it is outside of the usual 4 activations that we do every month according to the cycles of the moon. And by the way, the next one will be on Friday for the full moon activation. This Friday, the 13th. Yes, Friday the 13th. But this is a check-in activation, so this is just a little something in between the first quarter and the full moon. So whatever it is that you're wanting to receive from the archetypes, go ahead and set your intention. You can say it out loud, you can think it in your head, you can write it in the comments, because it's 2019 and we can do that. But what I'm going to call in for the collective for this check-in activation specifically is 2 things. One of them is, what is going on right now? What is the challenge of the moment, the present moment in between the first quarter and the full moon? What are we experiencing right now as the biggest challenge? And what's the ally for that? So whenever you're ready, create a space for the answer to come into you. Create a space for it to land. Get out of the way so it can come in. What is the current challenge in between the first quarter and this full moon? What is this energy that we're all experiencing right now? And who's the ally for that? Okay. So the energy currently being, I swear I pulled this card over and over yesterday. The energy experienced right now is the Queen of Pentacles. And she is the water of earth. She is the protector and nurturer of all that she values. So what do we value? And how are we protecting it and nurturing it? First of all, are our values on point? Do they need to be reconsidered, reevaluated? What do we value and why do we value it? And then we can ask, are we properly and to the fullest supporting those values? Preserving those values, nurturing those values. She is the protector of the heart of the earth. So even those things that we value the most, which are the unseen and not in this material realm, that feeling that comes from embodying that value or considering that value, like love, trust, friendship, all these things, when we feel that, when we experience that, we manifest things of that nature. So our reality becomes a manifestation of those things that we value on the inside. So what then in our material realm is reflecting those deeper things that we value the most? And how are we acknowledging those things, respecting those things, caring for those things, protecting those things, which in turn protects the unseen aspect of it, its roots, its essence? Because when we acknowledge, respect, and care for the things on this material realm, which when I say things, they can be people too, because these material bodies are part of this material realm. They are impermanent. So when we nurture those things or those people or those places in this material realm that we love, we're nurturing a deeper part of them, which connects to us through the heart of the earth and through the heart of the one, ultimately. So it's seeing how the way in which we care for those things in the material realm that we seem to love and value so much really affects the unseen realm in profound ways. This life on the material realm is a ritual. It's a living, active altar that gives us access to moving the pieces around on the chessboard of the spiritual plane. So this is the current challenge. How are we protecting what we value? And how are we doing that in this material realm, in this physical world? How are we going to make sure that our values are on point? That what we value is worth it? And how are we going to nurture those values? Then the ally card is the Page of Swords. And pages are the youthful aspects of the suit. And this is the suit of swords. So it's air, it's the mind. And this is the Rider-Waite deck. So for those of you who are using different decks, there are different systems. But here, swords is the mind and it's air. So this is a youthful mindset. This is an open mindset. Pages are also messengers, so they give and receive messages. So if this is our ally, perhaps it's asking us to remain open to new ways of thinking, to remain open to speaking our truth in reflection of those new ways of thinking, whatever comes up, to speak it, to communicate that message. To really be honest with our thoughts. And before becoming the king of swords, really knowing what to do with those thoughts, we first are the page. We first allow all those thoughts to just be what they are so that we can see them honestly. And the king is also more established in his thought programs, but the page is still open and learning. So how can we keep our minds open and learn more about ourselves and the way we think and how that relates to what we value? What have we been believing? What have we been thinking? What has our truth been? And how has this reflected as the those things that we value on this material realm? So as we go through this challenge, the Queen of Pentacles, protecting what we value, we also remain open-minded. Make sure we're not stubborn. And that whatever it is we're protecting, whatever it is we believe has so much value, that it really does. So remain open-minded. And stay open, because remember, this is a collective reading. We're all going through this. And so if we remain open-minded, we may receive a message that helps us to think in a new way. Or we may see someone in our circle, we may observe that they are thinking in a new way. And may we be open to receive their expression of truth as it might inspire us. But this is all about new ways of thinking. We're going through these experiences right now of really considering what we value, really figuring out how we can best nurture those things and how we can protect them. And why we're going through this is also that we can develop new thought programs, new ways of thinking, be open to new messages from the spirit realm with each other. Talk it out. Share your new thoughts. We may find that those things we were putting so much energy into protecting are things that are not really worth it. Things that are not really worth our energy. So the ally is an open mind right now. Be a messenger of your truth and be open to new truths finding you. Happy halfway point here. Almost to the full moon anyway. I'll see you guys Friday for the next reading. Peace.